You've now completed Module 2, Credit Management. Let's consolidate your learning and prepare for the next module. Credit decisions shape a company's financial stability. Strong credit rules mitigate losses and support predictable cash flow. Each chapter built a different part of your analytical capability as a credit professional. In Chapter 1, you learned how credit policies define safe credit limits, approval authority, and documentation requirements. Strong credit policies reduce bad debt. Weak policies expose the company to unnecessary risk. In Chapter 2, you explored how to evaluate customer credibility using financial analysis, qualitative indicators, and risk ratings. You practiced interpreting key financial ratios to assess leverage, liquidity, and payment capacity. In Chapter 3, you learned the operational workflow for managing overdue accounts, provisioning, and write-off procedures. Before we close the module, here's a realistic case that ties all 3 chapters together. FARGuru, Pause and Reflect Activity. Activity 1, Consolidated Case. Customer, Greenleaf Retail Group, applied for a higher credit limit. D/E equals 2.4, quick ratio equals 0.7. 60 plus day overdue invoices. Industry facing recession. What is your recommended action? Pause and analyze using your understanding of policy, vetting, and delinquency control. Correct recommendation. Decline the limit increase and escalate overdue accounts to the credit manager. High leverage, weak liquidity, industry risk, and existing delinquency make the customer unsuitable for extended credit. You now have a complete framework to evaluate customers, manage credit safely, and take evidence-based decisions. How would you describe to your teams the challenges with your credit policy, customer vetting, and bad debt protocol? What do you say or not say to your cross-functional team and the customer? How do you decide what to write or speak so that the customers feel convinced about the need to pay back? How do you communicate with the customer if their payments have been irregular and turning into a bad debt? To deliver a bad news to the customer, what do you take care of? Need to communicate bad news, customer dissatisfaction, conflict with cross-functional team and customers. To avoid making one feel blamed or accused, use precise information and polite tone. In case of loss of trust, focus on the problem, not the person or their intent or the policy. If one gets defensive, listen, gather perspective or challenges. Seek clarity. Help needed to solve the challenge is use of positive and polite language and tone with precise information. Besides these, one needs empathetic presentation focused on precision, politeness, and promptness. Remember to collect precise and accurate information. Use language and tone that is polite and persuasive. Share the conflict arising due to non-payment and impact it could cause the customer in future. Make sure the tone is positive and polite, with precision, sticking to data and information. No threat in the initial communication. Final communication. Remind of the relationship and precise data of past payments and highlight the misses without blame and challenge one to respond to the current situation. Persuade to pay. You have mastered the foundational skills of AR and the core principles of credit risk. These skills will directly support the next module. Credit is only one part of the financial picture. Module 3 connects everything from order to delivery to cash application, completing your understanding of the full AR ecosystem. FARGuru, your pathway to AR mastery.